Welcome to the 2024 colossal game. And of course, the live streaming by the Gold Coast Tweed District. Experience Gold Coast and the Queensland Government. We thank them for their generosity of allowing us to come down and showcase this wonderful game of ours. Identified Services, Cleaning, Maintenance, Management. Identified Services, the major sponsor of the Bowls Queensland State Women and Men's Open and over 60 pairs. We'd like to thank them for their support. And Kevin Champion, absolutely a champion guy, and he's runs that organisation. We'd also like to thank Club Musgrave for the wonderful work that they're doing in allowing us to use these unbelievable facilities, and at the same time thanking umpires, greenkeepers, bar staff, bistro staff and all the volunteers for their support throughout this event. And Bowls Queensland, of course, is proudly sponsored and supported by Mullins More Than Law, Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, Asset Sports, J. Carroll Club Promotions and Bioscapes Group. We thank them. And now the first game. What a start we've got. We've got Ossie Moore skipping with Colin Bray, and they're up against Mick Myers and Michael Burgess. So Colin Bray looks as though he's got one on and one behind. So what a great start by Colin. We've got a great day of lined up for you today. We've got next game is David Gardner up against Alan Newman, and the third game we've got Clive Williams up against Hugo Freeland. So we've got three colossal games lined up today, so don't have to go too far for your entertainment, that's for sure. Now, in the over 60 pairs which we're showcasing here this morning and today, we've got the old buggers here, as they say. That's going to be 3 bowl pairs of 2 hours and 30 minutes, or 25 ends, whichever comes up first. Now, 3 bowl pairs doesn't take long to do, so it's like that's Mick Myers leading up. Mick's leading up, and Michael Burgess is skipping. Should be a great day. Today it's a little overcast, a little bit chilly here this morning, I must admit, a little bit chilly. It's not what you call real cold. Not a bad bowl from Aussie. Everybody knows Ossie Moore. He was an absolutely legend commentator for on the golf show, and been playing bowls now for a few years and absolutely loving every minute of it. So the temperature here at Southport, they tell me, is just on 19 degrees at the moment, but has been a little bit of a chill factor with that breeze though. Good morning, Di. How are you? Great to have you on board, my dear. It's always good to have royalty on board early, Di. You have a great day. Now, Aussie holding one. This hand here has been turning pretty well yesterday and today, but a good weighted bowl there from Aussie. Just has the cottage grass line down a little bit. There's not much breeze here this morning, so very unusual to be at Windy Hill with no breeze. Bad bowl looking here, a little bit runny. Going to sit and stay, so still only the one down by the looks of it. Was he sticking to the forehand? As I said, Green's running absolutely superbly here already this morning, so big thank you to Dino and his green staff once again for producing the goods. Geez, that's a good bowl there from Aussie. Yep. Michael going more directly at the bowl, trying to crack an egg on. I tell you what, he's not going to be too far away. He's just, oh, how unlucky is that? but very unlucky. 2 down, so 2 to Aussie and Colin. Good first up, but great end by all four competitors there. Contributed something towards the outcome. Michael a little bit unlucky there. He just really got a double kiss on that kitty, didn't he? But hey, happens to us all. When something like that happens, there's no point getting upset over it. It's just a matter of just getting out of the memory banks and go on to the next end. So Colin these days is using a bowling arm. Has been for a while now. I first met Colin, I think it was in about 1972, I think. I was caddying for my cousin in the New South Wales Open, and he was playing with Kilnagle in the last round of the New South Wales Open. I was talking to Colin about it, who was an avid golfer also, and he informed me that he was caddying for the other player. There were three in the last grip, and so I've known Colin for quite a few years. A small world when you start talking to people, isn't it? Now Colin's sticking to his forehand, playing back down away from the car park at Club Musgrave. It's not a bad starter once again. G'day, Hawley. How are you, buddy? I thought you'd be playing in this, son. You're saving yourself for the Open, mate. Okay, Mick. Just going to cut across the head, even though it's another massive heavy dew this morning, I must admit. But the green staff, once again, as I said, they've got 3 greens here today. They've got, well, 2 of this and 1 green of social. Colin got a nice grass line on this one here as it works its way in the head. Still a bit of shadow on the green, bit early in the morning. A great starter. Once there was great second bowl there from Colin. First end he had 1 right on it also too. Second end he's got 1 right on it. But you look around, there's some pretty good players here, I can assure you of that. Now Mick, is he going to sit inside this? He's just going to get the wrong side of that bowl. Very unfortunate there, but just got inside it. Yeah, Musgrave is another great bowl here from Colin. Very good weighted bowl. Just need a bit more grass, but come to a pretty good home. Buying the first round. Well, okay, buddy. You have a good day up there, mate. Pretty good competition this, mate. I'm just looking here to see some of the names here, and on the rink next door you see Lindsay pointing, and Lindsay's playing with who's Lindsay playing with? He's playing with Kepler Vessels. Pretty anti-team there. You got Peter Raucus, gee whiz, Kerry Green and Frankie Ellicott, Stephen Sales, Matthew Bell. You got Greg Rolls and Kevin Bell. There's ding-dongs everywhere here. Scotty Chamberlain, Peter Richards. Gee whiz, there's some good teams here. Graham Hooper and Trevor Allwright, Clive Williams. Gee whiz, I tell you what, some great teams. Be a great day of bowl. See a good bowl there too. Great bowl there from Mick. Locked in a pretty good second shot there by the looks of it. So Aussie with his first bowl, not too far away. Just a blip more weight, grass line. Absolutely spot on there. Good morning, Mary. You're up bright and early. Okay, Michael. Just a little bit underdone with this one. Right, sorry about that. Just had to take an urgent phone call. G'day, Marilyn. How are you? 11:30 over in Fife. That right, Mary? You're keen, I tell you. So sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. That said to take a quick phone call. Just trying to organise umpires for a club. Anyway, so Colin Bray, good pick up there once again. Just the one shot, but gee whiz, it was a very good second shot there by Mick Myers, wasn't it? Who locked in a very, very solid second shot there. So Colin, once again, I tell you what, with his bowling arm, he knows how to use his bowling arm, doesn't he? Again, for this green, he's very good grass on this bowl. You have to be inside that line to get the result. Once you go outside that, you seem to stay. A beautiful grass bowl there from Colin, probably around about 4 foot behind the head. The best part about it, we've got Tony Allen in working the controls today because her father is off trying to impersonate being a lawn bowler over at Benoa Bowls Club. So Tony doesn't try and trick us like Robbie does, setting the cameras up. What a beautiful bowl there from Mick. A couple of inches just in front of the kitty there. Morning, Mike Watts. Over in Aberystwyth, over in Wales. You're up bright and early too, my friend. Okay, Colin, see if you're just outside that line, as I said, you've got to be just inside that line to get the results. Just because of the wind, there's nothing untoward about the green itself. It's just the wind, the way it bounces off, and as you can see, it's just starting to pick up now at Windy Hill. Yesterday, it really did live up to its reputation. Going to assure you of that, talking to some of the players, and oh gee whiz, they said it wasn't easy out there, but gee whiz, what some great games we had yesterday. Absolutely was what a day of bowls. William from the Martin in Scotland. Good on you, William. Hope you're having a good evening, mate. Watching some lawn bowls from Australia. You see the wind in the background. You see the trees, and that's really starting to get up there now. It's quite a chilly breeze too. Now Mick, he's got a perfect line for this one here. Comes down to his weight as this bowl, but this is definitely the narrower hand of the two now. Gee whiz, that's locked in another good second shot once again there for Mick Myers from the Burley Heads Bowls Club. Same as Michael. I think Michael's playing out of Burley these days. I know he used to be at Tweed Heads, but I think he's moved to Burley. So it was a bright and early start for all the competitors this morning for an 8:30 start, 8:30 tomorrow also, and everybody converges on Musgrave Hill. And of course, what a day of bowls we've got lined up for tomorrow in the post-sectional matches. Today is today's basically playing the post-sectional, but tomorrow it goes to knockout. It's 3 games, I said, of 25 ends. Well, he's going to get the edge of this. He may, just got a little bit too much of it, but it's 1 in, 1 out. Still got a very good second shot there. Now, Aussie's first bowl was absolutely beautiful weight, so now he's outside that line. That will not come back. You watch this rink, like I played on it plenty of times too, so it's all to do with the wind tunnels and local knowledge here at Musgrave Hill. That's great, Robin. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Good morning, Liz Plowman. How are you this morning, Liz? From up in the beautiful tropical far north Queensland, beautiful countryside of Mareeba. Glad you can sit back there with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, Liz, and watch the bowls. Yeah, Dane, there must have been a special on orange bowls, I reckon, eh? They've definitely got them, so colour coordinating. Right, Michael, just the one down with this bowl here of Colin Bray's. Now, he's on a nice line. comes down to his weight, he's not going to be too far away. Has he just got the run? He may be just going to pull up a little bit short. But he definitely had the line for that there. That's basically the perfect line for what he was after. Well, that one must be Aussies. Colin going to put the tape on it. Oh, geez, they got a few out now. 5. That was mixed bowl. Okay. I got that mixed up when I took the phone call. It's a handy pick up there from Mick and Michael. 5 shots. Well done. Good morning, Mary. Watching from Newell over in Ireland. Oh, Robin says, hope you're feeling better, Liz. I hope you are feeling better, Liz, that's for sure. So, a handy pick up there to Michael and Mick. How to get back in the game in one easy end. Colin Mick just pulling up a little bit short with that one. Said the green, considering heavy dew here this morning once again, even though we had a bit of breeze last night, it seems to stop in the middle of the night so the dew can fall. All right, Colin, not going to be too far away. Great starter here from Colin Bray. Yeah, anything behind the head, pretty handy. Okay, Mick. Gee whiz, what a beautiful correction. Very hard to tell the difference between these orange bowls, must admit. But I must admit, Colin Bray has got the Helensvale stickers on his. But the only part about that is that Burley Head's part of their colour's yellow also too. So it's very hard to identify from a distance. And what a beautiful weighted bowl there from Colin Bray. Just missing the line there slightly, but he's locked in another very good second shot, so Mick has to be inside that one. It's his last bowl for the viewers that have just clicked on. As I said, it is 3 bowl pairs. He sits that bowl, just going to find the gap, but he splits those 2, which isn't a bad bowl there. That's pretty handy. Good morning, John and Judith, how are you? From sunny Urangan. Lovely part of the world. Now Colin just needed a bit more weight on that one. Just the one down by the looks of it. Down to the skips. Yeah, I think Aussie's just saying about the wind. As if you haven't played on this rink too often, it can be very daunting. It can take you a few ends just to pick it up. Well, the players did have a 2-end roll-up, but that's all they're entitled to. So it takes more than that to pick up the wind tunnels here, particularly when it's swirling like it is this morning and quite strong early. As you can see the flags down there. See, it bounces off that building and swirls around. You can see that flag, the way it's flapping down there. It is a very hard rink to play on, or hard green, not just this rink, I mean the whole green, just because of the wind tunnels. Now Michael's got a beautiful line on this one here. He sits his back bowl. Oh, just ran through. Michael Brindle, mate, you awake or are you just sleepwalking at the moment? Now Aussie coming down here trying to unsettle this. He may just get the wrong bowl. Well, he's flicked that out, so he's given himself a nice clean passage for his next bowl. Good morning, Anton Lee, watching from a sunny Tuncurry Beach in New South Wales. Lovely part of the world down there, mate, Tuncurry. Oh, Michael with his next bowl, sticking to his forehand, playing away from the car park here at Musgrave Hill Bowls Club, or now it's known as Club Musgrave. See, Tony made me some beautiful quiches for breakfast this morning, but I don't think there's many left. She cooks for us every day, for her father and myself. Yeah, Aussie got a beautiful track on this here. It should start working. Oh, what a great attempt, Aussie. Just pulling up a tad short, but locked in a very, very good second shot there. And real and truly locked in where he can actually play a little bit narrow with his next bowl and probably take that orange bowl out of the head. Just the way it looks to be lined up. Looks to be touching. No, well, believe it or not, I just looked up over the screen and there's a good 6 inches between those two bowls. Now, Michael. Geez, he's played this well, hasn't he? Geez, that's a good bowl. He's played that very well. And that could possibly lock that in. Is he going to sneak under this one? Oh, he just needed a little bit of a straight, and he gave out every opportunity though, but that looks like 2 shots. Good on you, Irene. Paddy and Irene supporting Colin and Aussie from Griffith, New South Wales on a sunny but cool 3-degree morning. I don't call 3-degree cool, I call it freezing. But good on you. Hey, good on you, Tracy. I knew you loved to be here supporting them. But hey, you got second option, kiddo. Good on you, Trace. Always great having you on board, Trace. Okay, Mick. See most of the others out there with jumpers and coats and that on, but Mick's all good. G'day, Darren. What a great start here from Mick once again. Look at the finish on that green there for this hour of the morning with the heavy dew we've had. Definitely couldn't complain about the greens being true. Absolutely superb they are. Very well done to Dino and the green staff. Now they're starting to pick up the line on this for this rink, aren't they? But this one here I think maybe just a little bit runny by Colin. Still quite a gap between that bowl of Mix and the kitty. You can just see the kitty over the top of the bowl. Now with his second one again. Just be a little bit underdone grass line, I think, this one. Just had to poke it out there just a little bit more. Tell you what, his weight's pretty handy though, that's for sure. So well done, Mick. Hey, Colin. Just looking to readjust. This one here is looking very, very handy. Oh, I think it may have just fallen out. There it is there. There's the side angle up there. Good morning, Carla. How are you this morning? You playing bowls today, Carla, or what are you doing? Now, Mick could be a little bit underdone grass line here too, but he's going to get a little slider off this one here. And he got the perfect slider. Look at that there. Come in. That'd be pretty close. Well, that is the shot for starters. So he definitely got the result that he required. I think it's going to be a change of hands there from Colin. Now, Colin, yeah, just a little bit underdone grass line. Good try though. So again, definitely advantage to just having a roll up, Carla. Well, good on you. You enjoy, eh? Now, Michael, trying to add to this, I think they're holding two, and I tell you, he's played this very, very well as he got the kitty. Just going to tuck it in behind. Well, he's actually exposed it slightly, hasn't he? And a couple of options. It's probably a good 3, maybe 4 shots there from them, but if Aussie just got to drop under this bowl here, which he is about to do, he's going to be awfully close. Oh. That's a little bit unlucky there from Aussie. He played that absolutely brilliantly. A bit wide with this one, Michael, but I think they'd still be holding. Well, we're about to find out. Colin may have a bit of a look. Aussies slip straight back onto the forehand. Now, is he going to get enough of it? Oh, it went with it. How unlucky is that? But probably only the one down now, though. Yeah, good attempt to try and set that out of the head, but just not quite. Hey, Kerry Booth says it's 2.2 degrees in Lilydale. A little bit nippy. I'd say it would be a little bit nippy, Kerry, that's for sure. Now, a bit of a hard shot on Aussie there. I still think the best shot he's really got is I think he's going to just try and outdraw it. Yeah, he's on a nice track. The big thing he doesn't want to do is take his own out, though. He had perfect weight for what he was after. Just the one shot there to Michael and Mick from the Burleigh Dragons. Up against Ossie Moore and Colin Bray from the Helensvale Hawks. Morning, Troy. Obviously, you just got out of bed, and otherwise you would have known that Robbie was over at Benoa playing today. Troy? He's playing with a chap by the name of Brian Baldwin. G'day, Brissy. How are you this morning, buddy? Okay, Mick, keeping at that medium length, which they've had a fair bit of success on so far this morning. Sticking to his forehand too, Mick. He's been playing this hand very well. You see the wind really swirling here this morning. Living up to its full reputation here this morning. Swirling around. So for the viewers who have just joined, it's 25 ends or 2 hours and 30 minutes. And the over 60 pairs is 3-bowl pairs. Hence the reason why it's 25 ends. It's a little bit short with that one, Colin, but nice starter there from Mick once again. Reverse the what happened early in the game where Colin was absolutely all over it. First few ends. Now Mick again on a beautiful track, just need a little bit more weight. Now Colin's just going to drop underneath this bowl here of Mick's. Again, you see that hand, the way it's starting to rip with the wind, really starting to pick up there. There's a bit of a rough call. Yes, Troy, a very good golfer at that too, and an absolute great bloke also too, Aussie. Now, Stephen Bell, here's a big call from Stephen Bell, because I find this very hard to believe. Belly, you have to explain how. The Manoa greens are very, very good. They will make Robbie look good. Well, I don't know anything that would make Robbie look good. So can you please explain yourself, please, Stephen? Very rash statement, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, mate. Just a little bit wide with that one there, Colin. Social bowls up there, Tony, yeah. Full green, so... Yeah, playing triples, I think, by the looks of it. Yep. Yeah, I heard them say they had... I said, what's it, 46 or something up there this morning. Okay, Michael on the mat. Sticking the backhand. Got a bit of an open draw here, but it's a little bit wide with this one. Even though that wind does bounce off. Okay, Aussie. Bit of a draw here. We'll tell you what, this one here is looking very, very nice. It's going to be just his weight that's going to pull him up. Gee whiz, that's a very good attempt. Yeah, just running through there, covering those two bowls there was, I think you'll find, is what Michael was after. I think Aussie will stick to his backhand though. He's really just got the dead draw on here. I don't think he's out wide enough this time. But gee whiz, look at his weight. Oh, he just caught the edge of that bowl. Gee whiz, that was a good attempt, wasn't it, eh? Yeah, he may have to change his hand now, Michael. He's got both the mixed bowls on the run there, so any movement on them could be very beneficial. That's more like it, Belly. I understand now, mate. Belly said he's got plenty of makeup to make your dad look good. Well done, son. About time you come out of the closet. Aren't you, Junior? Right, Colin's given this plenty of air, hasn't he? Starting to work its way in. Gee whiz, that's a very good attempt there from Aussie. If it fell over, it'd be pretty close. Just not falling, is it? But they're still going to put a tape on it, so it must be a lot closer than what we can see. Plenty of makeup. Good on you, mate. Looks like one that was the last shot was shot to Ossie Moore and the Helensvale combination. G'day, Mike. Yeah, you got a pretty handy combination next door, mate. You got Peter Raucus. And he's playing, let's just find out who Pete's playing with. Hmm? Oh, sorry, it was Mick, so yeah, sorry, it wasn't, yeah. I beg your pardon. Yeah, Peter Raucus is playing with Matt Cohen, and they're playing Lindsay Pointing, or Punter as he's affectionately known, and Kepler Wessels. The ex-opening batsman, one heck of a nice guy, and now he's one heck of a bowler. Yet when he played cricket, he was 100% batsman, opening batsman. There you go. You can always tell he wanted that opening bowl. Absolute great bloke too, Kepler. The hat. Yes, I know what you're saying there, Mike. Believe you me, I do, mate. What a great bowl there from Colin, sitting right on the kitty. Yeah, I know what you're saying there, mate. Had a yarn to the boys, mate. Great bloke. Debbie. Debbie says her husband's playing against Robbie first game. Well, I'm pretty sure Robbie will set your husband on the way to victory. I've known him to play a lot of people out of form into great form after they've had a game against him. He goes all right. I'll tell you that right now, Debbie. Just that it's in my contract that says I must pay out on him, Debbie. Oh, and another great bowl here from Colin. He's not going to leave a target neither. That is very good bowling. Two very good bowls there. Reminds me a lot of when I watched Tony Allen roll up. It's about her three bowls. That's about where they are, straight up that line and close to that white thing. At least when she shakes her head, it doesn't rattle like her father's does when he shakes his. Tell you what, awfully close. Just around the back, had perfect weight on that, Mick. Yeah, good call there, Aussie. Just wants something that side of the line. Very good call. No use actually building a massive target. Yeah, this should start working because that wind this is definitely the wider hand of the two. Oh, he just hasn't sent it, that's all. He had a perfect line on what was required to stay to the right-hand side of that line. Right, Michael. Got to play just a little bit of weight to spring this out. We should go straight out to mixed bowl, quite realistically. Yeah, he's awfully close. We're going to see what happens. He's just going to miss it. Gee whiz, there wasn't much in that, was there? He played that pretty well. Needs another half a blade of grass, I reckon, to get the desired result that he's after. Now, Aussie. Oh, given Michael another opportunity, but that wind is really starting to pick up now. Just watching those flags, you can see the trees in the background, the way they're swaying. And this, by right, should be the same line as his last one. Still holding pretty well, but just going to miss it once again. Very good attempt. About where Colin's got his foot is where Aussie's bowl should be attempted to land. He's played this. Yeah, this is a great bowl here by Aussie. Staying that side of the line too, I think, is most important. Now, he could not have walked down and put that bowl in a better position, could he? So Michael now has the opportunity for another half an inch. That's all he requires, not even half an inch, I reckon, grass. Or maybe just go a little bit quicker once again. Well, he's got that half an inch. He's also added the weight, though, so he's gone either side. Very, very close. It's you have a tendency just on this end, if you go quicker, you've got to go directly at the target. It's very similar to playing on carpet, this rink. Is that it's very similar. If you go direct, go weight, you must go directly at the target. That's two shots to the Ossie Moore lead combination. So a handy pick up there. Just narrows that that gap, keeps them in it. Okay, medium length. Morning, Dave McCann. How are you, mate? Bit fresh this morning, Dave. A great starter here from Colin. Not going to be too far away. Very good starter. Be a lot outside that by the time it's over and done with. Okay, Mick played this pretty well. Should start working into the head now. Has it got the run just to get there? Yeah, that's a good first up bowl there from Mick. Okay, Colin, maybe just play onto his own bowl. Just under it. He's going to play onto it, by the looks of it. Oh. I think they're growing. Okay, Mick changed hands here. It's just going to sit inside this bowl here. That's a pretty good bowl. Yeah, that's well played, Mick. Falls in. Right, Colin. Has he sent it? He has. He's got the line. He turned his back on that. He's not happy. He looks as though he's just hitting a five iron with it, with the bowling stick there. Gonna be a little bit quick with this one here, Mick, but he's going to sit and stay. Yep, got the result. Well played, mate. Mick Myers been at Burleigh for a few years, and one heck of a great bloke. Okay. Down to Aussie. Picked up a couple last end. First bowl looking pretty handy. Is he going to sit this bowl? Oh, he wouldn't get the gap. He wouldn't read about that. He got the gap. Yeah, Laurie. Yeah, looks though he signed up down here, mate. Some great signings, that's for sure. Down here, Laurie, as you're fully aware, mate. Yeah. Definitely building Musgrave up into be a powerhouse. Now, Aussie, he's not far away this time. Well, that's got to be shot, I reckon. Get a bit of a side angle like that in a minute and just make sure. Will that camera pick it up? The side camera pick it up? Yep. No, that's a good call there from Mick. Said, no, come around there, mate. You're a little bit too wide. Just sit that bowl. He's definitely wind assistance on this hand, that's for sure. Okay, Aussie with his next one. He's on a nice track once again. Well, that's fell over. Yeah, he is, Michael. He's a great bloke, mate. Unlucky, so he's taken one out. It's a 2 or 1, not too sure there. Hey, thanks a lot for that, Stocky. It just says a bit of nostalgia. Michael Burgess won the Australian Fours, leading for Rex Johnson in 1990 in Tasmania when they used to move the sides around to each state. Then followed with the Australian Championship. And how do I know this? They beat me in the final. Good on you, Stocky. They must have been playing pretty well to beat you then, son. Yeah, I think it is too. Camera just seems to be moving slightly. Just going out to check it. Yeah, no, he is, Brendan. He is the golfer, and he's one heck of a great bloke. And had him a few times. Been lucky to have him on air a few times with me, Ossie Moore, and you can tell that he did the golf show for a great number of years on TV, and it really was, it was fantastic, wasn't it, eh? Michael Brindle, if he played golf with you, I'll ask him because he'll remember you. I know that. Everyone remembers you, Michael. So, Mick, on the mat, just a little bit underdone grass line. But gee whiz, he's got perfect weight on it. It's a type of green this morning, absolutely superbly prepared. But with the wind swirling, you just don't know what grass line to take. It's just a matter of sticking to your grass line. If the wind blows, it does. If it doesn't blow, you end up like that. You can't keep changing every bowl depending upon the wind. You've just got to back yourself, because it's really living up to its reputation of Windy Hill. Mick changing hand. Definitely the wider hand of the two with the wind. I'll get Tony to get a shot of the flags. And just to show you exactly what I'm meaning about it swirling. I know it's... what a great try, though. Gee whiz. Had a beautiful line on that there. Now, Colin, with his next bowl. Sticking to his forehand. Doesn't have to improve too much from his last bowl, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh, dear. I tell you what, just going to be just inside. You're going to hit it a little bit too fat. There's the wind that we're talking about in the top left-hand corner of the screen. And if you see it, they're actually swinging around. They're just not blowing straight. They're moving from side to side. And you can see it just swinging around there. And this is what the players are contending with here this morning, just the way it's swirling. And it comes off the building here and does have some effect on the bowl. So, as I said, it's a matter of just backing yourself. Now, Mick's got a very good bowl here. He got the edge of this bowl. Bang. Oh, very unlucky. He got the edge of the kitty. He probably got the wrong one first there. He got his own bowl first. He really wanted Colin's bowl first with that one. He would have probably got both of them. So, down to Ossie and Michael. Isn't it great? Like, I mean, this is the beauty of our great game and how good Lawn Bowls is. You got a great golfer and commentator playing on rink 1, who we're showcasing, and you got Kepler Vessels, an incredible opening batsman and sportsman, playing on rink 2. It just goes to show you that a lot of these champion in their sport, the moment they've not capable of playing their own sport, how they come and play bowls and just absolutely are addicted to the game. Because I know Kepler pretty well, and also know Ossie pretty well too, and they're both bowling tragics. I can assure you of that. They're nearly as bad as me and Tony. Absolutely. Oh, Crawford and Cameron Curtis. Yeah, not a bad team, that, Stocky. No, mate. His other two teammates, Crawford Linton and Cameron Curtis. Gee whiz, what a team. With Rexy calling the shots. Absolute champion, Rexy Johnson, mate. Now, Ossie just a little bit underdone. Doesn't want the outside of his bowl. Oh, a little bit helpful there. He got that one a little bit fat. A good bowl there from Michael first up too. I reckon he'd probably have a second shot with that bowl of his. He's onto his backhand now. There's a nice little port through there, but he may have just a little bit too much weight on this one here. His line's going to be pretty well spot on, as you see it coming back to where he really wants it, but just a little bit too much weight. Yeah, better off probably, yeah, bit of a hard hand to play when you haven't been playing it too often. Michael Brindle said he's up in Toowoomba and it's 2 degrees up there this morning. A little bit cool up there for Toowoomba even, mate. Talking to some of the boys here, Kerry Green and that from Plainland, just at the base of the mountain. Michael and Kerry and Frankie were telling me this morning it was 3 degrees at their place. So a few people on the air this morning have said their first frost in various parts of southeast Queensland, particularly around the border. Okay, Michael, going more direct, but he's too wide on this end, even for the wind. But if he gets this bowl, no, not quite. So I think that would only be the one. I'm pretty sure that second shot of Michael Burgess. Ease the damage because he would have been 3 down prior to that. So pretty good first up. It's okay. Colin Bray. Stocky, just for a bit of information too, mate. I remember seeing, show my age here, buddy. I remember when I did the greens for Jack High back in 1988 and saw Cameron Curtis play junior Jack High. I think he played a person by the name of Donnelly. I think it was from Victoria. And Cameron won the game 31-30, if I remember correctly. But I just remember the way the head changed just about every single bowl. It was an incredible game of bowls of 2 very talented juniors, and it was after witnessing that game I knew Cameron was going to be earmarked for something special, and certainly was. So good starter there by Colin Bray. Good morning, Eugene, saying hello to Mary. Must be over in Ireland also. Now Colin, has he got the weight just to promote his own? Doesn't want to send it too far. Oh, didn't want to open that up where they could visualise the jack. So Mick doesn't have to change too much here at all. No, on the forehand, they've been the wider hand, as I've been saying that, but the wind's died down a little bit now. That's why I say there's no consistency. I mean, you don't mind playing in wind if it's consistent and you've got a wide hand and a narrow hand, but it's so difficult playing in conditions where it's inconsistent and it's swirling. Nothing more frustrating as a bowler. I always enjoyed the challenge of playing at Windy Hill on a day like today. It really brings out what outdoor conditions are all about. It can be very tiring when you've got three really good, tight, hard games. It becomes very draining, but hey, that's what our great game's all about. Now, Mick just didn't send that one. Look at this grass line once again, absolutely spot on. Good morning, Derek Harper, watching from Fife in Scotland. Is anyone in Scotland sleeping? I say every morning that these people in Scotland must have insomnia. They're all awake watching lawn bowls. But it's great to have you on board, that's for sure. Now the wind's absolutely howling. A few minutes ago it had dropped. Now it's absolutely blown. As you can see the flags down there. You can see the way it's swirling around. See what I'm talking about. It's going from one side to the other side repeatedly. Now, Aussie, just got to be in front of this front one. We just got a little bit too much of it. There's a little bit of cloud behind it, but it's blowing way too much for the cloud to have any effect whatsoever. I can guarantee you that. Okay, Michael, tell you what, he's got a nice line. He just needs a little bit more weight. Just blowing a bit of smoke there. Now, Yeah, good call there from Colin. Just said, come around those front ones, mate. Don't worry about the kitty. Just draw to there. Yeah, that's very well done, Aussie. Hey, didn't even need a 5 wood to get there that time, mate. Of course, Kepler playing, as I said, with Lindsay pointing. Lindsay, a very accomplished player out of the... Oh, I just got the edge of that bowl. Out of Wellington Point. And Kepler, of course, these days is playing out of Capalaba. Playing a bit of bowls with young Kane Nelson and his brother Jacob. Who I am anticipating will probably see tomorrow morning sometime. Because, gee whiz, Kane, 3 state events, 3 state titles. Like, I mean, that's when you look at the calibre of players in the events, that's one heck of a mean feat by the young man, and what in fine form he is at the moment. He's absolutely... some of the shots he played yesterday and some of the shots he played in the final of the mixed pairs and even the triples. It's, as I said, it's always good to see people that put in the effort to their game and really work hard at their game. What a great bowl here from Michael. Oh, just not... Thought he may have come through there, but may have just got the wrong side of that bowl. It's a very good attempt there from Michael, that's for sure. When you see people really work at their game and really... absolutely dedicated. It's great to see them reap the rewards that they so richly deserve, and Kane Nelson's one of those people. He spends a lot of time on the green rolling up, practicing. I remember watching a young Kelvin Kirko when I was playing a lot of bowls and playing events, and I remember the amount of time Kelvin used to spend on the green just rolling up. Then when the greens closed, as a rule, the grass greens I'm talking about, all of a sudden, if you went to Tweed Heads Bowls Club, he was on the indoor. Dedication that he showed, and his record speaks for itself. Colin, now this by right should be too tight, even with that breeze. It's still holding its line though. That's the thing. Beautiful weighted bowl by Colin. I thought it would have been too tight even with that wind. If it wasn't, I'd have his bowls checked. It would have taken the same line as the kitty. But, you can see the wind in the background of those trees there. I know I'm harping on about the wind, but it really is different here this morning. I'm in a beautiful air-conditioned office, so I don't really care. It's very pleasant where I am. Good starter there once again from Mick also too. A beautiful grass line on that one. Now Colin's got a good grass line on this one here. Bryce Stewart. Great to see Bryce here today. Legends of our game. Have a chinwag to him later on. Mick doesn't have to change too much at all. He's played this very well. Just going to slip in between these two here, and that'll be shot bowl. So well played, Mick. Lovely correction. Okay, Colin. Like Bryce has said, over chinwag to Kepler. Yeah, good attempt there from Colin. Just needed a couple of feet more weight, that's all. Hey, Warren, always have a good day, buddy. Any day you're watching bowls, mate. So, Mick, got an ideal grass line. Got to be inside that line. They're just sneaking around the back with that one, so it could be very beneficial. looks of things, I think Lindsay's letting Kepler skip. So, be a new experience for Kepler. I know he's a very experienced campaigner, but Lindsay Pointing is normally in the Queensland, well, has been for quite a few years in the Queensland over 60 team, and a very steady player. But I thought Lindsay would probably skip that rink, but I see Kepler going last. So, good morning, Joe. How are you? Yeah, it is very crisp, isn't it, eh? Caught up with your husband this morning, Joe. Had a chinwag to him. He's playing with Alan Thorpe this morning. I can't see what rink they're on, though. Joe, where's Thorpe? He must be behind a pole somewhere. Yeah, he must be on the top green. I can't see him. Tell you what, it'd be cold on that top green. Solander Lakes, yellow shirt. He's probably got a huge... Oh, what a great bowl from Michael. Gee whiz, he played that to perfection. No. No, there's Clive Williams down there. See Hoops. Yeah. If you had any sense, you'd have a big jacket on anyway, playing on that top green. What another good-looking bowl here from Michael. Whoa. That's Capella Bar. One shot only. Still can't find him, Joe. I know he's here, trust me. They're not bowling for Bronwyn Neal. It's 3 bowl triples. So it's the over 60s in the state titles in Queensland play with... it's 3 bowl triples. It's 3 bowl pairs, I should say. Nothing to do with triples. Triples over and done with. 3 bowl pairs. Even I'm getting things mixed up. Which is good for me, though. Nice starter there from Mick. So Collins automatically onto the backhand. Not a bad starter there from Colin. On the tracker map. Good on you, Joe. I know he's here. You can see Dave Rixton and Graham Lewis. Dave Rixton is playing with Greg Nelson. Good to see Nicole Williams here. Watching her dad play. Clive. Graham Lewis going for a run. These old blokes have got to slow down. They're only going to hurt themselves. Yeah, good on you, Joe. I'm only joking. Love you know that. Hey, good day, Tiger Robson, watching from Wales. Good on you, mate. Glad you're enjoying the telecast. Okay, Mick, it's a little bit wide on this one here. Had to be just under that bowl. Probably just his weight also too didn't help. So just the one down, Aussie's saying. So got to be with that front bowl. That good on you, Tiger. Enjoy, mate. Yeah, a bit short with that one there, Colin. Very uncharacteristic of him. There's Thorpe. I just noticed him then. He's actually playing against Clive Williams. There's Joe down there. Rink 13. There you go. I know that delivery of Thorpe's anyway, so the moment I saw it, he's got a blue jacket over the top of his yellow shirt. When he was here, he only had the blue shirt on. Okay, Michael on the mat trying to add to the tally, just beating this front bowl. Any movement on that, very beneficial. Yep. Oh, but he has opened it up for Aussie, though. That bowl of Collins could be a little bit of a nuisance bowl on his backhand, though, so... Yeah, couldn't agree more, Joe. Love the banter. I said that to your husband this morning. Said we love the banter on the live stream. Geez, I tell you what, Damien was unlucky yesterday too, Joanne. Gee whiz, that team. I think they lost 2 games yesterday on an extra end. You can't get much better than that, can you? Like, I mean, just brilliant bowls. Really was brilliant bowls. And what a great bowl here too from Mike. That's actually brought a few more into play there with it. But, well, no, probably hasn't because of Aussie's front bowl. He wasn't far away from his first one. He's on a nice line with this one here too. He's just got to drop under this bowl, which he is going to do. Gee whiz, that's a great attempt. Beautiful grass line. Yeah, it's pretty tough at this level when you lose both games by 1 shot and an extra end. But just goes to show you the calibre of their opposition, and that's what we play this great game for, is to test ourselves against the best of the best, and he did very, very well. Geez, he plays some great bowls. Okay, Aussie. It could possibly be 2 down. He's just got to come around that front one. Yeah, I just don't think he's wide enough. Unless he could get it this way, like that. 1 shot. I must admit I didn't see it that way, but you never say never. Yeah, I couldn't agree more than that, Joe. That a couple of them were absolutely... I was talking to a couple of them during the game, and they just said how great it was to get to that place and to play at that level when they're going to go away and come back heaps better players for us, Joe, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, I know many a time when I first started playing bowls, playing in New South Wales, and I entered many a state championship and got to play against some of the best players. I remember playing against Ron Ison and Paul Harper there at the state singles, and they got us by 1 shot, and we were 2 pretty fresh players, pretty new, and Ron Ison in those days had played around about 200 odd games for New South Wales, and Paul Harper was in his early career. But always loved testing yourself against the best. Copped a few good hidings though, but learned a lot from it at the same time. Okay, good starter there from Colin. 10-all, very good game this, but it's been a couple of multiples which have really got one team or the other back into the game. So it's a game of who gets there first. Not a bad starter from Mick, just running through the head. Okay, Colin. Again, that's a very good bowl once again. One thing I must have seen a bit of, mate, this great game of ours, Joe, is all about confidence. I'll tell you that right now. This mental approach is a hell of a lot to do with our game. Now, Mick, he's not going to be too far away. He's just going to slip under. Gee whiz, that's a very good attempt, though. The one thing I love doing, I love catching up with a great man himself, and it's been fantastic seeing him down. I haven't had a chance to ever talk to him this time. I've been a bit busy, but great catching up with Rob Perrella, who doesn't live far from here, and talking to Rob's like reading an encyclopedia of lawn bowls. He's so many stories to tell, so many good yarns to have a yarn to. He's been well enough, him and his lovely wife Joanne, to come down a few times and have a bit of a look. We see Donny Paples here this morning, another one that's Donny, of course, been a great player, and it's always good to catch up with Donny also too. That's where you learn from him, I reckon, Joe, by talking to those people and their preparation and what they did in their day. I know it's an entirely different game this day and age, but you can always compare your preparation to what they did in the old days, because they've been there and had the success. Oh, good attempt there from Mick, just running out of legs. But Michael, yep, giving it a bit of a clap and said, okay, we'll try and use the inside of that bowl. Tony made the silly mistake of opening up a bag of lollies in front of me. Yeah. Right down to the skips. This is the 12th, or this is the 13th end, I should say. 13th end of 25 ends, or an hour and 16 minutes left. Now, 3 bowls to come from the skips. Now, Aussie be holding 2 shots here. Played this pretty well. He's going to split these ones up, which is pretty handy. Nice little draw down here for Michael. Yeah, that's a great bowl. That's a fantastic bowl. Now, Aussie straight away had to change his hand. Oh, that's a great bowl by Aussie. Oh, Michael doesn't have to change too much. He's more a direct line on this one too. Gee whiz, he's played this well, hasn't he? That's a great bowl. Yeah, that would have to be shot looking at it from here. Yeah, Mick, put his hand up. Otherwise, he could be a little bit underdone. Playing that with controlled weight. Didn't go big at it, but just needed more of a grass line, which is a draw line than a weighted shot, because he just played that with control just through the head. Yeah, Michael doesn't have to change too much. He played it very well. And then took the easy way out. Thought, I'm just going to drop this one here a little bit short, so well done. So 11-10 after 13 ends of 25 ends. Yeah, good starter there from Mick. Just probably around about 2.5 foot short. Sometimes the camera angles can be a little bit deceiving. Fair way back on this line, so You think sometimes it's a lot closer than it actually is. A little bit wide with that then. Hey, thank you very much for those kind words, Joe. We tried pretty hard to give good coverage, so got the A-team here today with Robbie being away trying to play bowls. Oh, what a beautiful correction. Just needed just another, probably 18 inches, but a beautiful line. There'd be a lot outside that, so I'd be happy with it. Just had to be a bit wider with that one there, Colin. That still on for Mick, just under that. Okay, Mick just got to drop under that last bowl. He's got the line to do it too. Weight's looking pretty good too at this stage. That's a great bowl. What a beautiful correction there by Mick. Mick Myers from the Burley Heads Bowls Club. Colin now has to really play very much the perfect bowl to get the result. That's the wind. That's the narrow hand of the two. It just goes to show you the strength of the breeze and the line you have to take both ways on this green. Particularly with the wind as powerful it is here this morning, because I'm thinking if it's like this in the morning, I'm just thinking, what's it going to be like in the afternoon? These players think they're doing it tough now. Well, have a yarn to them at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We'll see what they've got to say. Okay, Aussie. Going to stick to the wider hand, which I must admit, when I played here a lot, well, not when I was skipping or playing 3 in those days, but when I went back to playing lead, I used to always try and play the wide hand. It was a little bit more kinder, you could say, than the narrow hand at times, just depending upon the strength of the breeze. I always found it easier to trust my bowl with the breeze than to try and get the bowl to fight against the breeze, where it could have finished up anywhere. When I delivered them, believe you me, they could have finished up anywhere. So, Michael Burgess, ticking to the forehand, the wider hand of the two. His bowl has to start working. Probably still got 2. The only thing for me in playing that hand, which is okay, Aussie. Just running through. Still got the 2-shot mix zone. G'day Merv, watching from Bega. Now, I'll tell you what, is he got the run? I just don't think he has. Now, that's going to really force Aussie now to play his backhand, because that's really in his draw line there now. Let's close that off completely. Oh, gee whiz. Just needed the weight there, Aussie. He played that pretty well, didn't he? 1. Yep. Yeah, 2 shots. Handy pick up there to Michael and Mick. So I've stretched it out a little bit this time too. More of a 3/4 length. Good tactics here from Mick Myers. Again, it's a beautiful start once again too. Yeah, good start there. Yeah, just going to pull up just a tad short with that one there, Colin. Just has to, probably about 3 foot more weight by the looks of it. I tell you what, Mick's played this well again too. He's just going to sneak around the back, but that's when the green's running this well, anything behind the head can always come into play. No prizes for being short. Now, Colin, has he added that couple of feet? He's played this well, hasn't he? Well, it's probably second shot there by the looks of that. Pretty handy location too. See that flag, the way it's swinging around at the moment. See it there on the left-hand side, about how I'm saying it, how it's gusting. Now, Mick, this is looking pretty good too. Geez, that's a great bowl, mate. Well played. Makes it very hard. Makes it more inviting, in my opinion, on the backhand. Now, I still reckon it's easier playing with the breeze than trying to fight it. And as I said, you can see the way it's swirling. Oh, this is going to come back pretty well from there. Oh, good attempt. Falls in. Yeah, Michael's round there straight away to have a look at that. Well, Aussie's called it a shot. Oh, there you go. Straight away, didn't hesitate. Aussie put the finger up. So that'll do us for one. Well played there, Colin. Now they're really playing all over the place today. I know the men are at Paradise Point, Benoa and Musgrave. That's only the over 60s. The women at Rabina, Mermaid Beach, Southport, Mudgee Bar. The women are at Mudgee Bar, I should say. The men are at Mudgee Bar. The men are at Mudgee Bar, Southport, Mermaid Beach. There's one section at Paradise Point of men. I see Aaron Sheriff is playing with Chris Rosanis. They're in the same section as Peter Leon Jr. and Dean Slice, as well as Nick Gosley and Mark Armstrong. And then you got Tony White and Paul Webb. That's not a bad section. You got Barry Lester playing with Ben Walsh. Gee whiz, you've got some good teams there, haven't you? Some great teams down at Southport. So I know they're all over. They're scattered all over the coast today with quite a few entries. So also at Broadbeach, of course. The women are at Broadbeach, over 60 pairs. So quite a few clubs being utilised this morning, and we'd like to thank all of those clubs for the use of their wonderful facilities, and we thank them very much. So it just looks like it's still the one shot there to Colin Bray by the looks of things. Little straightener? No, not quite. pretty hard head to get into now. It's flaunted with danger everywhere. Oh. Dear, take the one and run there, I think. Colin, yep, that was a good bowl. Very well played too, mate. Just the one to Aussie. 2 shots in it now. Not quite down to the business end, but we're heading in that direction. Okay, Colin got the mat up a bit and changing the length up. Seeing how they can go. Oh, what a great starter there by Colin. Well played. Just trailed the kitty. Yeah, good temp there by Mick. Sticking to his forehand, just a couple of feet in behind the head, so doesn't matter though it's not shot. It's all about building the head, and that's build it nicely. I tell you what, Colin not going to be far away once again. Well, he can still get round that. It's fallen over. He can even change his hand, but I'd be sticking to that hand. Yeah, good attempt again by Mick, but he's got both bowls sitting in behind the head, which is usable. Oh, Colin, just going to sneak under this one here. Well, it's basically back that tight hand too, really. It's blocked it slightly, so it really is the white hand. Okay, Mick. I tell you what, has he got the weight? Just not quite. Just needed a little bit more weight. So, Michael having a good look at this on his backhand by the looks of it. Geez, that's a great bowl from Aussie. That's the shot. Very well played, Aussie. So really starting to apply the pressure now to Michael Burgess. More than capable of absorbing it. As you're about to see. Yeah, great reply, mate. Well done. Just the one down now. He played that very well. Again, Aussie not far away. Gee whiz, that's a good attempt by Aussie.
2 shots. 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 2 sho
Oh, Michael, a little bit underdone there. Still got another bowl to play, though. Yeah, Aussie just a little bit underdone weight-wise, but gee whiz, look at the line. Absolutely perfect. Maybe not. I favour Michael's bowl there. He's coming down to have a bit of a look at this, so yeah. Yeah, having a bit of a look. Got to be careful he doesn't take his own out, that's all. So he's still having a good look. He's still having a bit of a talk. Okay, Michael made up his mind what he's going to play. I think he's better off sticking the forehand, yes. Could also just drift under those bowls and get the result that he's after. But it's a little bit wide with this one, though. He's going to have reasonable draw weight on it, though. Just the one shot to the Aussie. Okay, Colin, just a little bit wide with that one. But this is the 17th end. Hey, good on you, Alan Smith. Says, go Burley. Good on you, mate. Yeah, pretty good game, mate. There's only one shot in it, so been a pretty steady game between Michael and Aussie. I said absolute pleasure here this morning having Ossie Moore, former legendary golfer as well as sports commentator. We've showcased Aussie before. You can play the game. Now Colin, well, just running through the green, really picking up to its potential here now. It's been just around about 10 o'clock when they start drying out on the Gold Coast after, as I said, another very heavy dew this morning, which you actually classify as a greenkeeper's nightmare. Right, Colin, just looking to drop a little bit of weight. What a correction. That's very well played. Very well played. Now, Mick. Now, just sneaking under. I thought you'd be going for Burley. Go the Dragons. Good on you, Errol. How are you, mate? Hope you're keeping well. Been some good bowls played, mate. Aussie's got this one here pretty well pointed too, just quietly. Just in behind and falling over. Pretty handy. Great bowl by Michael. Well, that could be shot. Yeah, well, Mick's claimed it already. Well played, Michael. Just played it just with reaching weight. Didn't go big, just over a draw. That's very well played. Now, Aussie, has he got the weight to get there? Awfully close. Well, I reckon that's got to be shot. Well played. See, these two are having a great tussle, aren't they? Head changing. Oh, Michael's swinging around the backhand here. Tell you what, he's on a perfect line. He's just starting to drop now, but he's onto his own bowl. I reckon that's got to be shot. Yep, one down, Colin's saying. Oh, a bit underdone with this one. It's holding its line though, but it should be underdone. Yep. Had good weight on that Aussie for what he was after. Yeah, a bit wide with this one here, Michael. I think it's more a positional bowl. I'm not going anywhere near the head shape. Okay, we'll see what length he's going to play. Having a good tussle, both the leads. As the skips are, said only 2 shots in this game. This has been the 18th end. I got the mat a little way up. Benny G says, come on, Hawks. Good on you, mate. Alright, Mick playing his forehand. I tell you what, he's played this pretty well too. Lovely starter there from Mick. Beautiful weighted bowl. Wind's starting to slow down a little bit now, but it's still swirling. It looks like that flag's up there. Now, Colin, lovely reply also too. Morning, Tony. How are you, mate? Hope you're well, buddy. Okay, Mick got to come around that bowl. It's working its way in. It'll always pull back on that hand there just with the breeze. And see that it's still working its way in. You just see with the breeze it'll always come back. You really got to play that with good weight though. On you, Tony. Someone's got to work, mate. Keep your family in the lifestyle that they've come accustomed to, mate. Now, Colin just had to add a tad of weight and just dropped the tad, that's all. I must admit, Tony, that work did cut into my bowling career, mate. I'm the first to admit that. as it's cutting into Tony Allen's bowling career also too. I'll get her to explain when she stops laughing. A little bit nippy on that top green up there, I reckon, today. Now, Mick, he doesn't have to... Oh, he had good weight on that bowl once again. Just a bit wide. But really gives Colin the track in, just inside that. Pretty much he's got second shot. Oh, what a great bowl here. Well played, Colin. Good home there. Just the one down. Just kept running. Not too far. One layer gone. So much for saving them for lunch. Was never going to happen, Tony, you reckon, eh? Okay, Michael. I thought he may have played his backhand there, but they're starting to trust the wider hand of the two, which is good. You start backing yourself, you normally get the results. It's had to be a bit wider than that. Makes it a bit harder for Ossie to get in here, but he's got to make contact with his own bowl. Oh, just didn't get enough of it. Had it that pace, he may have got a result. Very good bowl there for Michael. And it's fallen over. Don't go beating the count, but gee whiz, that's in a good home. Very good bowl there from Aussie, but he's still one down with Michael's. I said before, it was in a wonderful catchment area there, and just still got the shot by the looks of it. Susan Kepler's playing with Lindsay Pointing. Another great bowl here from Michael. Off that bowl, 2 shots. Yeah, once you're out there at that pace, you had to go more directly at it. 2 shots there to the Michael Burgess lead combination. Getting a bit of a jump on the boys here now. Yeah, as I said, Steve, playing with Lindsay, punter. Hey, Lindsay's still playing out of Wellington Point, if I remember correctly, Steve. So, Mick, good medium length by the looks of it. Just breaking it up gradually. Been a good game this, though. It's been very steady. Yeah, Mick, once again, not going to be too far away with his first bowl. Yeah, good bowl. Yeah, just a little bit underdone with that one there, Colin. Not bad weight what he was after, though. So next game, we've got Roger Manning and Alan Newman up against John McLean and David Gardner. Yeah. Another great game. Yeah, it is, Steve. Definitely punter, mate. Haven't had a chance to talk to punter yet, but I'll see him in between games, no doubt. Does a fair bit of commentary with us, and always got to have a bit of a chinwag to punter. Oh, could be a little bit underdone grass line. This is what can happen when you're playing the narrow hand and you try to adjust because of the breeze. Great try here from Colin. Gee whiz, that's a great ball. If it falls over, well, it could be shot anyway. Doesn't matter. If he hasn't got shot, he's definitely got second shot with that one. Very good ball there from Colin Bray. Okay, Michael. Again, he's on a nice line. Just his weight. Yeah, well played. Handy home there. Oh, he's going to get the wrong one. Yeah, a little bit unlucky there, Aussie. Okay, Michael trying to add to it. Just going to drop under this one. You've got the weight. Oh, we're just going to get the edge of it though. Yeah, a little bit underdone with this one here, Aussie. Great bowl here from Michael. Oh, he may have given it away though. Gee whiz, he's unlucky with that. Gee whiz, that was a good bowl. I think Aussie's going to come down and have a look. We'll have a bit of a talk about it. Yep. Bit underdone. Had to be out there a little bit wider. Looks like Mick. Looks like it was still one to Michael. Yep, just the one. Okay, they've stretched it out now. I love the tactics of the leads. They've impressed me for the last 12 months or so, the way the leads are actually thinking these days, and they're always varying the length so their opposition doesn't get set into a set routine. And sometimes they even trick themselves. Not a bad weighted bowl, just needs a little bit more grass. Right, Cole, he had a beautiful line on that. Right, looking for a little bit more grass. Yeah, play this pretty well here, Mick. That's a very good bowl there, mate. Anything just in behind the head. Okay, Colin. Has he got around it? Whoa, under it. Not quite, still going. Right, Mick again. Doesn't have to change too much from his last bowl. Well, it's in there. Big bowl here from Colin. Each shot or at least second shot. Yeah, that's a beautiful bowl there from Colin Bray. Didn't get second shot, he got the shot instead. Well played. Okay, Michael. That last bowl of Collins is the one to beat. Well, he's got those two bowls in a pretty handy position. He's setting the head up for a nice little trail, no doubt. Yeah, it's a good attempt by Aussie. He really needs something behind the head. Now, this even at this weight really should be too tight. Now, that's the weight that Michael's playing, so it tells Aussie he might have to look at something around the back somewhere. Oh, same weight. Okay, didn't hear the call there from Mick. Bit underdone grass line once again. Oh, I don't think this one's here. I put a tape on this. 2 shots. Handy pick up there for the Ossie Moore lead combination. Oh, well done, Aussie. Clawing their way back. Right, we're really into the business end now. The last 5 ends you normally classify as the business end. Colin, I think, coming down to have a bit of a chinwag to Aussie to see what length they want to play. Bit of a team talk. We'll see what they come up with. Looks like they're going to go to minimum length by the looks of it. Just past minimum length. Couldn't agree more. Okay, great tactics here from Colin Bray and Ossie Moore. They're definitely varying the length up, so absolutely great tactics here, trying to find a winning way. They're 3 behind at the moment. It's been a colossal game of bowls so far. Now Colin could be a little bit underdone grass line. Weight's not too bad, probably looking about another 18 inches. Right, Mick. He's played this pretty well if he's got the run. And he seemed to give it a bit of a wobble on the way out of the hand there. It didn't want to leave his hand. Yeah, go to the wide hand, mate. He has. Bit quick though. Okay, Mick. Just got to get away a bit smoother. That last one just didn't want to leave Mick's hand, that's all. Just more deliberate. Oh, just caught the edge of that bowl. Momentum. Just flicked it on a little bit more than he would have liked. Okay, Colin with his last bowl. Yeah, it's a good bowl there. Okay, Mick. On a beautiful line. Still, though, just a little bit quick. So far the tactic of shortening the length has been working. Oh, Aussie, well left, mate. That hand's, as I said, it's green drying out absolutely superbly here this morning. He's got some beautiful finish on it. Oh, good bowl. Well played, Michael, once again. Oh, Aussie, mate, what a great try. Well, pretty sure. Pretty sure that's mixed bowl by the looks of it. Colour of them seem to be the darker orange of the two. Oh, that's going to hurt. Aussie's bowl probably should save them back there a few, but they're probably holding two there now, I'm assuming. Yeah, I think that bowl there is holding them out of quite a few. Yeah, the only way you can get to it really is on the forehand. Yes, ever so true. You couldn't get to that on the backhand. I think he's just going to draw another one instead. Bit wide. That bowl of Aussies would have been holding them out of about another 4 or 5 shots there, I reckon. I think it's just the one, wasn't it? Looked to be just the one. Yeah, change the board. We'll change it. So Mick, again, looks like he's going to lengthen it out slightly. This is the 22nd end, so from now on, Aussie's got to start scoring. Mick on his forehand. Yep, not a bad starter. Anything behind the head is always handy. Good starter here from Colin though. Working its way into the head very, very nicely. Yes, great bowl, mate. There'll be a few outside that one. Great reply there from Mick. Okay, Colin had to change his hand because of that last bowl. Anything, something behind the head, really. Well, that's another great bowl there from Colin. Something in behind the head would be very beneficial there at this particular stage. Oh, what a great bowl. Gee whiz, he's still 2 down. But that's an incredible bowl there from Mick. He just really had to be onto his own, didn't he? He would have got perfect result. Tell you what, he's played this well once again, but he does not want it. Tap it. Oh, that is sad. Very, very sad. He needed a bit more grass than that. Bit unlucky there with that one, Colin. So 2 sensational bowls. What a great bowl here. Is it going to pull up? No, it just fell in. Now we've got some great play on here again tomorrow too at Musgrave Hill, Club Musgrave. It's going to be some great down to the nitty gritty, down to the business end of the event. Good bowl here though from Michael Burgess. Very good bowl. Yeah, Aussie just not quite there. Gee whiz, he's pretty hard one to get out of really though, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's tucked right in underneath that that bowl by the looks of it. So Michael, tell you what, not too far away. That is a beautiful correction. Great bowl there, mate. Played it well. Aussie, got to find about another 4 foot of weight by the looks of it. Just a little bit wide with this one. He starts working now. Is he going to swing back in time? Well, going to put a tape on it. Two. Pretty sure they said 2. Did he? We'll see what they put up on the board. 3 was it? Okay. This is the 23rd end. It might only be 2 ends to play in this. We're not too sure. Good starter there from Mick. Just sitting in behind the kitty there, in behind Jack High. So anything in behind, as I'll always say. Oh, what a great bowl there from Colin. Yeah, great attempt there once again too from Mick. Had a beautiful line on that one there, just pulling up about 2.5 feet short. So Colin really has to be conscious of the fact of going around that bowl. Now, should hold the line here very nicely. Handy bowl there, that's for sure. Well played, mate. Michael trying hard to egg this bowl on. Gee whiz, that's a very good attempt. Oh, Colin wants to stay off. Oh, just had to be around that one. Down to the skips. See, Tommy Mullins has finished. Played this pretty well. Is he going to sit just inside it or get the hole? He got the hole. Pretty unlucky there, Michael, but I tell you what, he's gone to a pretty handy home though, hasn't he? Aussie. Oh, he had to get the right one, and that wasn't the right one. Just going to sneak around the wrong side of it. If he sat that bowl, it'd be worth a few. Tell you what, Aussie's got a great line on this one. Oh, that's unlucky. He played that very well. Just caught the edge of that bowl. He was very, very close. Yeah. Still that orange bowl. I'll tell you what, Michael's played this very well if it's got the run. Not quite got the run though. Just said to Aussie, just roll yours over there, mate. Please. Yeah, well played, Aussie. Oh, you wouldn't read about it. Just a fraction too far. Well played. There's some great bowls there from Aussie. And well played too by Michael. But there's one more to Mick. They're definitely going to get the game in with 2 ends to play or 12 minutes left on the clock. Yeah, there are. There's a couple of rinks finished. One rink finished, I should say. Okay, good 3/4 length here by the looks of it. G'day, Pat. How are you, mate? Okay, Michael, please. Yeah, great starter there once again from Mick. That's very well played, mate. Yeah, mate. Tell you what, not a bad reply here neither from Colin Bray. Pretty handy bowl there. If you're down, you've got to have something behind the head. Give your skip or give yourself something to play to, that's for sure. So that's a very good bowl there from Colin, but a better one from Mick though. Yeah, another good bowl there from Mick. Right, Colin. Oh, just underdone grass line. Gee whiz, he had good weight on that one for a result. Yeah, just underdone. It's gone to a pretty good home there, though. We really need a couple more feet of weight on that one there, though. Oh, just a little bit underdone there, grass line. Okay, Michael holding a couple of shots there by the looks of it. Doesn't want to move this kitty too far. Well, one in, one out. He's actually put that bowl in a pretty handy location there, hasn't it? Split these two here of Collins, so it's actually probably better off. Be better off at the head with that happening. So now Aussie, has he got the run? I just don't think he's quite going to make it. But look at the line he's got. Oh, another great bowl here from Michael Burgess. Yeah, that's very well played. That's the shot. Well done. Well, I think they've still got one by the looks of that there, but anyway, it was very close. No, mate, we're not up there this weekend, mate. We're staying down here for this, Pat. This doesn't finish till Sunday, mate. That's why we're not up there. This finished earlier, a week earlier, so Pat, we would have been up there, buddy. But we're got the state singles on this weekend, mate. So should be a great weekend of bowls, bud. Wishing everybody up in Harvey Bay. Oh, Michael, what a great try. Wishing everybody up in Harvey Bay a great weekend for the Harvey Bay pairs this weekend. Should be a great weekend of bowls. So you can see the shot that he's got to play there. He's got to be careful, though, because if he hits his bowl the wrong way, he could end up dropping 4 shots. So he's just got to be very careful the way he actually plays this. You've got to get it absolutely perfect. He's just going to miss it. Yep. Well, I think it might only be the one, but looks at it from here. One shot. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes and 47 seconds to go, and they're on the last stand. So we said they'd definitely get it in, and they have been a very entertaining game played by 4 very good competitors here at Musgrave Hill Bowls Club. You got nothing to do, come on down for lunch, because I tell you what, the food here is superb. G'day, Roy, how are you, buddy? Okay, Mick, last end. Playing this narrower hand of the 2. Should finish all right. He's inside that line. Just a little bit of weight. Perfect line. Had a perfect run on that. Yeah, got Tony in the switching position today, Roy. Robbie's setting someone on the path of victory over at Benoa Bowls Club, playing in the over 60s, the old man's game. As Tony said, they call it the old man's game. He's really in the appropriate position. On ya, Jason. How are you, buddy? Shouting, good on you, mate. Always shouting out loud. You ought to know me by now, Jace. Know me long enough, mate. What a great bowl here from Mick, though. That's a sensational bowl. Played that with incredible weight, didn't he? After a beautiful bowl there from Colin Bray. It just seems to... Mick says, no, you're not going to have a shot. I'm taking it off you right now, mate. That'd be something you do, Jason. Tell you what, Colin, not too far away with his next one, just blowing a little bit of smoke, but look at that grass on that one there. Absolutely superb. I wouldn't change anything, Mick, the way you played the last one, mate. Just take a bit more grass and come around that front one. He's around it. Anything behind the head. Oh, really wanted a few more feet of weight on that one, didn't he? Now you see, most of them are finishing up now. Yeah, good attempt there too. Well played, mate. Jason, what I suggest you do, mate, is if you go and ask Jesse to put a bit more change in the corner of your hanky, mate, and when you got a few bob and you saved up enough, come down, mate. I'll even let you shout me a drink, Jace. That's what type of bloke I am, buddy. I know she won't give you too much change though, mate. I know the girl well enough. She's not that silly. Hey, good on you, Roy. I tell you what, Aussie's not going to be too far away. Is he going to get the edge? Oh, how unlucky is that? Gee whiz, he's played some good bowls today with not much luck. Some of the shots Aussie's played. He's just got the edge of that kitty and tucked it in. A nice little area there for Michael. So wants to stay off this bowl here, though. Well, he got it out of the way. It's really opened that hand up there. A couple of bowls to play. Michael, sorry. Open draw there now after Aussie just opened up that shot. It was Michael that got the edge. Getting excited here. Now, just had a drop inside there, but once you go out that line, you do not come back. Yeah, the breeze is picking up, so a couple of bowls to play. Aussie on the mat at the moment. Said not much you can do about the breeze. But he's on a perfect line for what he's after. He's not far away. What a great bowl, Ossie Moore. Very well played. Yeah, fixing it for you. How nice of them. Okay, so I think there'd be a couple down there. Nearly can't see whose bowls are who, but Michael seemed to have a darker tone of orange to them. But Michael is going to have something to say about this. What a great try. Locked in a great second shot, hasn't he? So, you know, that is very good bowling there from Michael Burgess. Just wanted to cut it down. It's got a very handy lead. One more bowl to play. So, I basically said go for broke, mate. Get rid of this bowl, be worth a few. Very windy conditions. Okay, Aussie. If he's going to get rid of that bowl, it had to be on the backhand, really. But onto his own, maybe? Not quite. Good weight, but just not quite. Very well played. Looks like one shot there to Ossie Moore to finish the game. 23-15. So well done. 28 seconds. 26. So well done to the team. Now, the live streaming by the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team is brought to you by Bowls Queensland, Experience Gold Coast, and the Queensland Government. We thank them very much for their initiative of letting us to come down here and showcase this wonderful event. And of course, the major sponsor of this event is Identified Services, Cleaning, Maintenance and Management. Identified Services is the major sponsor of Bowls Queensland State Championships, the women and men's, and the over 60 pairs. And we'd like to thank them for their support. Now, some of the things that Identified Services actually do is there's some of their commercial cleaning, waterproofing, protective coating, labour hire and recruitment. So they do a superb job. We'd also like to thank the host club, Musgrave Hill, for making their facilities available for the 2024 championships, and all of the other venues being used today around the Gold Coast. We thank them very much for their support. Bowls Queensland in particular also, we'd like to thank all the umpires, greenkeepers, bar staff, bistro staff, and all the volunteers for their support of this event. We thank them very, very much, because Bowls Queensland is proudly sponsored and supported by Mullins More Than Law, Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, Asset Sports, J. Carroll Club Promotions, and Bioscapes Group. We thank them very much for their continued support of our wonderful game. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'd thank you for your patronage in the first game. The next game shall be starting at 11:30, and we've got a crack of a game coming up with David Gardner and John McLean up against Alan Newman and Roger Manning. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, go and get yourself a nice sandwich, cup of tea or coffee. We'll be back on air in about 28 minutes. Enjoy your bowls and support your club. Thank you very much.